Slide into your mind so silky. Up under the down we fly. Clean it up just to make it filthy. Under the sheets all night. Under the sheets all night. Under the sheets all night. It's 3 a.m. I got your call.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. This is Untitled coming to you today with another video. Today's video, it is going to be a wig install tutorial. It is glueless, but the wig I'm using is from luvme Hair. It is an HD lace 4x4 closure wig. Okay, it's like a deep curly, and I think the inches is like 18 inches. I'm not really sure, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So I'm just showing you all the goodies that it came in the box with this luvme Hair. Luvme is my favorite brand, guys. Definitely one of my favorite brands. I really love luvme. Their wigs are very good quality. The lace is always thin. The lace is always great. And yeah, I freaking love it. Here I am just detangling her hair. It's pretty much stretched out, but you know, she does have some tangles in it, so I'm just using that long tooth comb to kind of get the tangles out in every section. Now I'm going to try to do a perfect middle part of her head, because I'm not going to do a ball cap. You know, with a ball cap, you really can part it anywhere, but when you have no ball cap and things like that, you just kind of sewing the wig down. You are going to want to make sure that it lines up perfectly with the, you know, with her parts. Okay, so that way whenever you see under the lace, you'll see straight scalp and you won't see like hair under the lace, you know. So right here, like I said, I part her hair down the middle because she wants a middle part. If she wanted a side part, I would have kind of did a part to the side. All right, so yeah, I'm just going to get a little bit of even edge control, and I'm going to kind of blend her edges in, guys. This is a closure wig, and it's no glue and no ball cap. So I'm going to have her edges kind of below her brow, at her brow, and then below it. I'm going to kind of put a little bit of those edges out because I feel like it gives it a more natural look. Now, when I do the closure wigs, I don't like take all the edges in. I do a little bit of the edges out because, like I said, it gives it a natural look. So any part where there isn't any like lace, that is the part I'm going to have out. If you need to measure how much lace is going to be shown and how much isn't, then make sure you kind of put the wig on and get a kind of like a good estimate of how much edges you want out. So after I do some of that even edge control, I'm going to kind of braid this foundation braid. This is where I'm going to sew the wig down on, kind of like a sew-in, but this is just a wig, so I'm just going to sew like the perimeter. Also, that edge control gives it a lot of grip, so it'll be like more sturdy and more stable and more secure. I am using a little bit of braiding here on the foundation braids only, like I said, just to provide some security. So you see, I don't have extra crazy baby hairs, just a little bit of swoop action. I didn't want everything kind of going straight to the back. I just wanted a little bit of swoop action. I'm going to go back and fix the baby hairs when I am done braiding, and I'm going to seal the baby hairs. So it's got to be glue cream after that, and that's going to keep a light hold on the baby hairs as well. Right here, like I said, I'm just going to braid it all the way. Now, this first foundation braid, you're going to want to make sure you're braiding straight across the back. And then the other side, you're going to do the same way and just connect the two. After that, you can just braid regularly down and kind of connect the braids to each other. But for this first braid, make sure it is going across the nape of the neck.
Slide into your mind so silky. Up under the down we fly. Clean it up just to make it filthy. Under the sheets all night. Under the sheets all night.
So guys, like I said, this wig is completely glueless. So I'm just going to start to kind of cut off the lace. As you guys can see, this lace matches her skin complexion perfectly, so I'm not gonna have to do any like blending under the lace or anything like that, make it anything darker, because she's very fair skinned. If it was on me, then I would have to put some type of powder or cream or something like that underneath the lace to make sure it blends in, but not with her. So guys, I'm not going to do any glue or any type of adhesive really. So I'm just going to kind of sew this wig straight down, okay? This wig is perfect because the lace effortlessly blend because it's super thin. So you can always just sew and not do any type of adhesive and it will still look very flush to the skin. Right here, I'm just kind of, her hair is still kind of wet, so I was just pressing down where the part's going to be to kind of get that flat. I'm not going to use any type of hot comb because the hair is curly. It's really no point of using heat. So I'm just kind of going to use, you know, the resources I have, just kind of make everything flat. So right here, guys, I asked her, did she want any baby hairs? She said very light baby hairs. So what I generally like to do is I only like to put baby hairs where her hair is already swooped on the sides. You know what I'm saying? As like I said before, I'm putting that foam. The foam has a light hold. So that is what you can use to kind of have that glueless method. I'm going to use that foam and then I'm going to tie her edges down, okay? You have to apply that foam first and kind of let that foam dry underneath that elastic band that you're going to tie down after applying the foam, okay? Apply the foam pretty much everywhere in the front where that closure is, like I said, to give that light hold. Now, this wig is removable. You can remove it, okay, at night if that's what you choose to do. So I'm going to tie her hair up, going to tell her kind of put this little front out, almost like you would use glue, but you're not using glue, okay? And then you're just going to kind of tie the edges down and let that do what it do, let it dry, whatever, and then you're going to style the hair while it's drying. So after I do that, guys, I'm just going to kind of, you're going to customize the wig. So you're going to cut the around the ear. A lot of times wigs are too big, so if the wig is too big, make sure you cut. You can cut through the tracks, cut through all of them tracks, cut through all that. If it doesn't fit, cut it, okay? But like I said, I am going to sew this wig down, so I'm just sewing the back. Like I said, this wig is too big, so if the wig is too big, if you try to sew the back down, just the straight back on the back braid, it may be too big. So I like to just part out a section at the back. If it's like 2 or 3 rows that's kind of laying down and I'm sewing on that row, then that's fine, long as it's snug and it fits, okay? So I'm going to sew on that perimeter, okay? Right here, when it comes to the closure, you're just going to part that front out and then you're going to sew that down almost like you sew down a closure wig, okay? So yeah, it's literally the same concept. Needle and thread, go under that braid right there. Kind of feel for that braid and you're just kind of sewing through that lace. This is the same concept I use for closure wigs, guys, like I stated. So exact same. So I'm going to sew up and you're going to sew down and then you're going to end the thread and you're going to do the opposite the same way. Sew up, sew down, and then end the thread. Get as close to the part as you can. I think I got a little too close, okay? If you get a little too close, you can kind of snip it and redo it if it's, you know, if it's showing through the part. But yeah, I'm going to do that and I'm going to kind of go on the edges and I'm going to sew those down. And yeah, guys, and then I'm going to style the hair. So I'm going to take that band off because it seems like it's dry now. You see the edges are kind of just laid, but that's not how it's going to be, guys. That's not how it's going to be. So I am using the afrohantas leave-in conditioner. It works perfectly for weave. It doesn't really work great for my natural hair, but it works great for like deep wave, deep curly hair.
Slide into your mind so silky. Up under the down we fly.
Bundles or something like that. So I'm going to cut like any extra lace that I need. I'm going to use a bit of that Got To Be Glue spray, guys, and I'm just literally using that just to kind of lay everything down. I'm not using that to lay the lace down. I'm using that to lay the hair down. So right here, guys, I'm using some foam and I'm using a little bit of Got To Be Glue cream. This is just for the baby hairs, guys. That is all it's for. The foam and the Got To Be Glue spray is for on the sides of the part, not for the lace, guys. You could be like, oh, it's glueless, but you're using baby. You're going to want to lay. You're going to want to still use product to lay the hairs down, okay, to make it look natural. So I'm using a bit of that foam. Like I said, it's drying, and I'm just going to kind of get that rat tail comb and kind of press it in. So like I said, I use that Got To Be Glue cream and mousse for the baby hairs to kind of have it flexibility and also have it laid. And right here, guys, I'm just using a bit of that cream contour palette that I have in a similar color. I'm going to use that brush and I just kind of clear the part out. And I'm going to use some mascara that I only use for hair just to kind of fix any over bleached knots, okay? And that is going to have it look really, really clean. Any other spots that you kind of messed up on or is frizzy, use that Apogee mousse and kind of define those curls, okay, guys? Love y'all so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Baby, it's glueless. You can do it yourself. You can get somebody else to do it, but Luvme has literally the best hair. One of the best companies. I freaking love them. Yeah, love you guys so much. Talk to you on my next video. Bye.
Slide into your mind so silky. Up under the down we fly. Clean it up just to make it filthy. Under the sheets all night.